Alright. Alright. Okay. Check that. Okay, welcome to today's stream and flight in this darkness. But don't worry, sun is rising. Will be daylight pretty soon. We are in Australia. We are gonna fly Melbourne to Adelaide. This is the flight of today. And we're gonna try to use BeyondATC. Last time wasn't so great, but let's give another try. Let's hope in a simple stuff today. Not that busy as airports. Yeah, let's launch it, I guess. Wait. Did I finish my flight plan? No. Update this. Registration. This. Okay. Victor Hotel Victor Bravo Charlie. Okay. Oops. Okay, yeah, that's correct. A little bit of behind the scene too. And also import new flight. Yeah, let's go. Ole! Australia. Alright, fly. Let's go what we get today. So first of all, we have to check runway. Runway, according to SimBrief, are 34 for Melbourne and 05 for Adelaide. Okay. Let's see. Let me cross-check. Also check the briefing here. I should have done it before. We are fine with the cruise altitude. Runway-wise, 34 and 05, correct. Okay. So the 80s you can check from here. So Melbourne is runway 27 and 34. So let's see what we got. And Adelaide.
456, radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway 27. Approved, ready for descent.
What? Okay, I guess we are in a frequency. Adelaide, arrival runway 05. That's fine.
DTLS to Melbourne Airport landing.
Let's change frequency. Let's see what we got around us. Oh, there is a tiny... Ah, yeah, of course. We are in Australia. Finally, we can see some properly Australian plane. I mean, you know that in... Okay, a lot of Virgin. You know, in Australia is also plenty of... small planes. Also... Oh, wow, there is a 74 there. No. No. It's a Qantas. Okay, let's go. I mean... Here. Pausing it. GPS position. That. In the meantime. Wait a sec, I forgot that we have to. Okay, fuel truck. This. And we can request the loader. We are flying the 737-700 today. I reminded that this version can't basically load the baggages and refueling at the same time if you do the slow boarding, which is not of course mandatory. You can just immediately load the plane as the 777 when you import the flight plan, or also from this menu if you like. Okay, let me see what we have today here. So we have to carry 7.1 tons of fuel. Great. Passenger 132. And start. And cargo 1.7. 1.6. Okay, great. We will have to wait for that. We can start refueling and we need to finish this before loading the baggages, as I just told you. This is done. Route. Request. Not this. We have to import it here before. Okay, request from SimBrief. There we go. And now we actually have a new one. As you can see, set payload, set fuel. Here you can import on I mean, you can import the fuel and payload from SimBrief if you like. Okay, I mean, we can ask the clearance. We expect some. Okay, I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. So let's see. Let's. Delivery low velocity 247. Request clearance to destination, please. A little low the volume.
Velocity 247.
Hey, running 34.
Expect runway 34. 21 departure.
21. It's different, I guess.
Squawk 0123.
No, okay. Exactly what we expect. Okay, great. Feedback clearance.
21 departure. Squawk 0123. Velocity 247.
Velocity 247. Rebec correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Okay. So pending one departure, initial climb 6,000. It didn't put the initial climb here.
Thanks.
This is the departure. Let's see if we have any. Okay, we don't have any initial climb apparently. No. Great. So straight ahead and left turn. Very simple. Australia is kind of a mix between US and Europe, in my opinion, ATC wise. Okay, we're waiting for the flight plan. I remind you that we are not going to fly during night, but daytime is coming to us very soon. Activate, execute, then departure. Departure runway 34 is the pending one departure. Execute, initial climb 6,000 feet. Great, and squawk. I don't remember the squawk. Squawk is 1 to 1.7. Sorry, the ground frequency 1 to 1.7. Squawk is 013. Alright. 0, 1, 2, 3, sorry. I'm gonna set the frequency from here. And that's great. Okay, route, this is done. Performance. First of all, let me go here, here, here. Okay, so cruise altitude 340. 0 fuel weight 53.2. Reserves is 3.5. Our alternate... oh wow, our alternate is coming back to Melbourne. That's very interesting. Cost index 5. Execute. Cruise wind is 26626. Alright. Legs, route data, request wind. Let's finish with this fuel, and then we can load the cargo. So an outside view. Again, sun is rising, is not setting. That's east. Plenty of Virgin here. There is this small plane. I don't see much. Okay, there is a plane flying there. I don't see anyone to taxi. So now it's nighttime in Australia, so I don't know if that's why. Yeah, I don't really see people taxi. Look at that behind the downtown of Melbourne with the skyscraper. Very cool. Very, very cool. Load. Execute. Then you will see now forecast opening ready. You need to go to destination, forecast, load wind. Now you have your descending wind. Great. This is done. This is done as well. Detach, request. Great. Maybe you can load the back, but not the forward. So it doesn't make a lot of time because you require the same time basically. Then we need to calculate performance. Let's go here. Performance to runway 34. Yeah, of course we are too light at the moment. Way too light. because we still have to load the cargo. Okay. So flaps 1, takeoff 1. Wow, takeoff 1. The rate 61 137 137 138. Okay, this is going. Yeah, we're gonna have daytime as soon as we start taxiing. See a plane there, but not much around here. Would be really interesting how is the way that BeyondATC input traffic. Okay, this is started. So takeoff 1, and we need 61 as a D rate. 61 is set. Climb 2, very fine. Okay, 137, 137, 138. B2 plus 10, 148. So we can't really set the stream at the moment because we are loading cargo still. We are still loading cargo. Yeah, we will have to wait for that. There's nothing we can do actually. Come on. I could have. Okay, never mind.
Qantas 673 at ground Bravo 28. Request pushback.
Okay. Oh wow, it's
Qantas
this one.
673,
Oh,
Melbourne
it's
ground,
Qantas.
pushback approved. Face north.
Let me check something.
Pushback approved. Face north. Qantas 673.
Okay. So the Qantas is pushing. Is that one? No. That's a big plane. That's the international terminal. I don't see any Qantas pushing here. I don't even see a beacon on. Maybe. No. No, I don't see any. Oh no, wow. It's weird. There is a Jetstar, which is on. Okay. Okay, we just need to board the cargo here. So yeah, as you can see, the CGs keep changing, and as a consequence, also the trim setting. So be aware, don't set your trim before you finish the boarding. It's not gonna change drastically, but yeah, it will. We'll see. Okay, heading is correct. 6,000 feet.
673. Request tax to the active.
Where is this traffic?
Qantas 673, runway 27, taxi via Tango, Quebec.
Running 27, different
Alright.
running from us.
We've taxed to runway 27 via Tango.
Very
Quebec.
interesting.
Qantas 673.
So we will have to go basically back. We're gonna push on Apron 8, whatever it is. And then probably Alpha 2 Kilo. And instead it's taking
Qantas
off runway.
673, contact Melbourne Tower
120.5.
Ah wow, it's very
Contact
close to
tower
there then.
120.5. Qantas 673.
I remind you, I'm online
Bye-bye.
with BeyondATC at the moment. Let's hope on the best. Wow, look at that. That's a landing. Very cool. Very, very cool. How are we doing here with the cargo? Almost. Okay, not really almost, but yeah, a couple of minutes still. All the rest is set. We are ready to go. We just need to finish loading the baggages there. As soon as we finish... Oh, wow, there is a... What? Oh, no, okay, yeah, landed 27. Yeah, I have like an optic illusion for a second. I thought it was landing on the opposite. Two plane here, starting up, by the way. Yeah. And, yeah. We have to wait. Waiting time. It's not even that short, the flight. It's not even that short. No, traffic stay off for now. Well, okay, let me set traffic on. I don't have the transponder on, of course, at the moment. Flight director. Yeah. I'm gonna start the POS soon.
1456.
I mean, actually,
Taxi via Mike, Echo.
I can probably start it up already.
Data Echo 2 via Mike, Echo.
Maybe let's do this.
Runway 34.
Alright, APU starting. When does it? Oops. No, yeah, that's correct. This is not automated, and this is not automatic. Great. Okay, this is almost finished. About to get released. Great. So as I was telling before, as you can see, the trim is changing. So it's 5.11 and now it's 5.24, and that's why we are still loading the plane. So you can calculate performance again, but you will not have the final trim if you don't wait to finish the boarding. If you're using again the let's say the manual boarding and not the instant one. What? Okay. That's weird, of course. Looks like I got busted in this connection. There is another plane on final, by the way. And I think we are good. We are good to go. Okay, not really still. But let's release this. This is fine. APU is running. APU, packs on. APU bleed coming online. Destination altitude is 20 feet. That's fine. Yeah, we're about to go. We just need to finish our affair here, and it's finished. Okay. Release. Wait a sec. Parking brake set. We can also remove the ground power unit and chokes. Okay. And we are on our own now. Let's request push. Ground velocity 247, request push. Let's start.
Velocity 247, Melbourne ground, push back and engine
Face
start
west, of
approved.
course.
Face west.
Alright.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west. Velocity 247.
Okay. We can close this. We can go here.
1456, cross runway 34 at Alpha. Continue taxi via Echo,
Okay.
Alpha, Tilf.
Cross
Take
runway
off.
34 at Alpha.
Yeah,
Continue
like
taxi
here.
via Echo, Alpha.
Ah, we need the final trim. Wait a sec.
1456.
141. Sorry, 5.41.
Jetstar 34, FD8 Delta 11, request pushback.
Jetstar 34,
Okay,
Melbourne
let's go.
ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face east, Jetstar
Let's go.
34.
Okay, here. And this looks a little bit scary because actually Melbourne is not really like this. My Alright. Let's go. Beacon light. This we can switch it on. Arm. Yaw damper. Bucks off. Let's go. Starting. Number 2. Ignition. And 2. Rising. Everyone do 25% for the 737.
Via Jet 93 heavy. Date Delta 14 taxi via Mike. Echo. Hold short runway 34.
Take Delta 14 via Mike. Echo. Hold short runway 34.
25 fueling. We're starting this engine.
Jetstar 472, ground Gal 51, request pushback and engine start.
Jetstar 472, Melbourne ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Then I want the transponder coming online now. Transponder is on.
Jetstar
And
34, taxi for departure.
okay, let's hope that we don't have any plane crashing
Jetstar
on us during
34,
push.
runway 27 taxi
It was
via
a jet
Tango.
start.
Tepid. Echo.
Okay, it's that
Quebec.
one.
Runway 27 taxi via Tango, Puppet, Echo, Quebec.
That's a Virgin.
Jetstar 34.
And starting number 1.
Jetstar 776, ramp Gal 52, request pushback. Jetstar 776, Melbourne ground, hold position for Compton traffic. Hold position, Jetstar 776.
I guess he's in. Like company traffic, not really. Ah, maybe that one.
Jetstar 34, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Bye bye.
Contact Tower 120.5. Jetstar
Oh, I
34.
forgot the fuel. The transponder is up now, right? Yeah. This. Terrain on my side. Weather radar. Here. RTO. Let's activate this one. LNAV. VNAV. Flaps is 1 for takeoff. Let's go. Alright. Flaps 1 set. Trim is set. Ground velocity 247 request taxi.
Velocity 247, runway 34 taxi via Yankee, Alpha, Kilo.
Okay, Yankee Alpha Kilo. As we
Runway
expect.
4 via Yankee, Alpha, Kilo, velocity 247.
Let's go.
Learjet 93 heavy.
Taxi
cross
lights.
Runway 34 at Alpha. Continue taxi via
So
Echo,
straight ahead
Alpha,
until Yankee.
Uniform.
Sorry, until Alpha.
34 at Alpha.
And then
Continue
left and
via
then
Echo,
Kilo.
Alpha uniform, Learjet 93 heavy.
Jetstar 472. Ready to tax to the active.
Okay.
Jetstar 472.
Where is this
Runway
Jetstar?
27 taxi via Sierra, Yankee, Victor, Gulf, Victor, Foxtrot, Echo, Quebec.
Runway 27 via Sierra. Yankee, Victor, Golf, Victor, Foxtrot, Echo, Quebec. Jetstar 472.
Let's see, let's see. Let's see.
Jetstar
No.
776, Melbourne ground, pushback approved. Face north.
Look at this.
And engine start approved. Face north. Jetstar
Oh my god. Not really great on the holding. What is this master question? Oh man, we didn't do this. Oh, I forgot completely that. My bad. Okay. Anti-ice. Ah, probes. Yeah, sure. Wow. Terrible after start. And wait a sec. No, Alpha is this one. Okay, that one is pushing as well. So let's see the sequencing, because now runway active is 27 and 34. But they intercept each other. So we'll have to wait the traffic taking off in case. Or landing on runway 27. Meantime, sun is rising. I don't know. Sometimes you see very strange stuff happening. Okay, that was the APU shutting off. And we are good to go. Okay, that can stay like this. Idle at the moment. We're gonna get released on tower very soon. Which is 1205. 1205.
Jetstar 776. Request tax to the active.
So we are velocity
Jetstar
247.
776, runway 34 taxi via Sierra, Yankee.
How different is it?
Kilo.
Oh, wait a second, I didn't tell
Runway
you.
34 via Sierra. Entry Alpha Kilo.
It's important the call sign
776.
here, because on VATSIM, unless you're flying
046, take Delta
very
20
specific
taxi
airport like
via
Frankfurt,
Mike, Echo, hold short
usually you
runway
never have
34.
the
Over to gate Delta 20 taxi via Mike. Echo, hold
you
short
never have
runway
the
34,
big difficulty with the
1046.
call sign, but here a lot of people have your same airline. That can make stuff quite complicated to remember, and it's like in real life. I mean, it's exactly like in real life. We are on the old short almost. Yeah. We're gonna get released soon. A lot of traffic today here in Melbourne.
Velocity 247, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Bye bye.
Very British this.
Contact tower
Australia.
120.5. Velocity 247. Have a good morning. Velocity 247. Ready for departure. Runway 34.
Velocity 247, Melbourne Tower, wind 350 degrees.
Okay, we're clear
5
to
knots,
take off.
runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Runway 34.
Okay,
Cleared
auto
for
respond
takeoff.
altitude.
Velocity 247.
Now when we fly. Okay, let's go. We're clear for takeoff. Alright. Get out of here. Okay, slow down a bit. I'm gonna check the files, maybe? No.
Jets R472, ready to go. Runway 27.
Let's go. Oh, let's see.
Jets R472,
40%.
Melbourne Tower, wind 350 degrees, 5 knots, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27, cleared for takeoff. Jets R472.
Daga. Clear for takeoff at traffic that is in a runway that intercept power. Very, very good. This is very bad. Actually, that's a tremendous error. Checked.
Jets R776, ready for departure. Runway 34.
Jets R776, hold short of 34, departing traffic.
Rotate.
Refo, hold short of 34. Jets R776.
Jets R776, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34, line up and wait. Jets
Yeah.
R776.
Oh yeah, bad streaming. Alright.
Jets R776, Melbourne Tower, wind 350 degrees, 5
Autopilot.
knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34, clear
Well,
for
let's
takeoff.
check
Jets
behind here.
R776.
On the turn.
Velocity 247, contact Melbourne departure 118.
And okay, we're
Contact
still
Melbourne departure
climbing?
118.
No, we're in climb mode now.
Velocity
Okay.
247. Melbourne departure.
Climb and
Velocity 247. 2,800.
acceleration.
Velocity 247, Melbourne departure, good morning, identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level
Alright,
170.
170.
Velocity 247.
And speed check. Flaps up. There we go. Alright. There was a tremendous error by the ATC, by the way. Yeah, I don't think BeyondATC is really able to deal with multiple runway. That was tremendously bad. Oops, not that. Logo light can be off. And let's see now. On the turn here. Pretty wide. Why am I? Okay, not really for you. Maybe it's my. Maybe it's my volume. And there we have running
Departure,
34.
Jets R776, 1,500 feet.
Running 34 on Melbourne. We just took off from there. Melbourne Airport. There is a traffic right behind us. Look at
Climb
that.
to flight level 180. Jets
Very cool.
R776.
And yeah, there should be another Jetstar somewhere there. I took off running 27. Wow, look at that. Very cool. Very, very cool, of course. Okay, the flight is pretty straight, as you can see. We actually have a couple of... yeah, we can probably ask it direct to Movto and stuff at some point. And I will ask direct to Movto. We'll see, I mean, it's a pretty straight line. Because, you know, with the direct, if you're not exactly... if you don't touch the direct on the right moment, there we have the Jetstar, by the way. It's gonna get quite angry. Okay. Little lag. while we get out of Melbourne. Classical. Well, I don't remember if. Yeah, I don't remember the transition altitude. I have no idea how to check actually. Yeah, it should be here. Performance. Okay, 10,000 feet. That's fine. We can actually set the pressure on standard now. Sync the heading. Landing lights off. Seatbelt should have been on, but Classical forgot. And yeah, there we go. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Leveling off, acceleration. Our cost index is pretty low today, unfortunately, and also we have a lot of headwind. Not a lot of, but yeah, we're gonna have headwind for sure. So we're gonna take some time to get to Adelaide. It's gonna get some time. It's a 350 miles flight. And as soon as we go to Pedney, we can ask her direct, but it's a very short one actually. And let's hope to not have any problem with BeyondATC again. If we have a major problem, I'm gonna disconnect, as I always do, with this guy. We should have an air nav arrival, so yeah, we'll see how it's gonna deal with our air nav. There is no... Wow, look at this climb rate. Oh my god. 4,000 feet per minute. Yeah, we have eyebrow in this plane.
Lassie 247, contact Melbourne Cent 124.0.
Contact
Wow, look
Melbourne
at that with the
Center
sunset behind.
124.0.
I really like this livery. It's one of the best
Melbourne
livery.
Center, velocity 247, through flight level 144 for flight level 170.
Super, super cool. Wait a sec here.
Lassie 247, Melbourne Cent, good morning. Identify, climb to flight level 340.
Climb to flight
And
level
direct to
340.
our final.
Velocity 247.
As always. Never happened to... I mean, BeyondATC never happened to make me old. At the final altitude. During climb, I mean. Okay. Alright. And again, as always, if you have questions, feel free to ask. I remind you, we are flying the 737-700 from PMDG Melbourne to Adelaide. We are online with BeyondATC. I really wanted to fly in Australia. Long time I don't fly in Australia. Wow, look at this livery. Long time I don't fly this plane because of course there wasn't any 700 in MSFS 2024 since very recently. Now I'm breaking your ears with this stuff, so let me lower the volume a bit. And yeah, and also the 700 version, and in this moment it's updated differently from the 800 for some reason. So it's the most advanced PNDG 737. I don't see any big difference, apart that wasn't that bad on approach last time I flew it. I don't know if it was just a coincidence, but we will see today. We will see today. We flew a lot of 737 actually in this week. Pretty much. Yeah, we flew the A320. Yeah, we flew 737, 700, 800, and now the 700 again.
Melbourne Sensed, GSR 472, passing flight level 1614, flight level 190, directives.
So yeah,
472, Melbourne Cent, good morning. Identified.
the 700 is the most updated one.
Climb to flight level 370.
Not again. We will see on approach, because you know, with the 800 I had this problem, not really be able to pitch.
Contact Melbourne Cent 125.2. Have a good morning.
Contact Melbourne Cent 125.
To pitch properly with the throttle during approach, pitch up and pitch down. And I'm gonna lower a little bit the ATC because it's really smashing my ear. So we will see today. I mean, what was that? I see maybe from outside. Let's see today, I mean, if last time was just a coincidence, or it's actually flying better this version, which we will get it on every version of the 773, of course. Just matter of days, probably. But yeah. Look at this. It's gonna be pretty flat area from here to Melbourne. Sorry, to Adelaide. And we are going away from the sun. So this sunrise gonna last pretty long for us. Then, of course, as you always, I mean, as it always happens when you're flying east on the sunrise, when you start your descent, you're gonna start to slow down as consequence, and of course, the daylight will change pretty drastically, and that's what will happen at destination. As you can see, we have a little bit of headwind at the moment, 400 knots of ground speed for now. Look at this day-night line. Pretty cool. The shadow of the Earth. That's pretty cool to see. Oh well, I can hear a strange noise. Okay, terrain. We don't want the terrain anymore. Weather radar on me. Terrain on the first officer. Okay, terrain. Yeah, terrain there. Not that we need it at all. Yeah, pretty cool. You know, 7.3 is one of probably the most interesting plane if you're trying to learn liner aviation. You really get the philosophy of a plane, because you have to deal with a lot of aspects we don't in an A320. You have to deal with hydraulic, which is here. This is the hydraulic pump panel. You have to deal with electrical, which is not this, but it's this panel here. There we go. And you have to deal with bleed system, which is this panel here. You know, in the A320, apart from the bleed, it's, I mean, the APU bleed, you have to manually activate it. It's everything is automatic. In the 7.3, if you don't, for example, switch from APU gen to engine gen, and you switch off the APU, the plane's gonna shut down. I mean, the plane's gonna go on battery, but kind of shut down. So yeah, you really understand that the plane have an hydraulic part, an electrical part, air conditioning part, and that's pretty a classic in many planes. I mean, CRJ, Avror J, in all those planes you have to deal with every of these aspects.
Jets R776. Good morning.
Not with Airbus most of the time. Even the A300 is pretty automated compared to a 7.3, honestly. It's kind of incredible, of course, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh wow, we're gonna have some ground elevation, so yeah, probably this stuff here. Okay, not much, but it's something. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's, yeah, oh well, yeah, pretty cool. Look at that.
Tap A135 heavy, radar vectors, RNAV runway 34, repeat ready for
Very
descent.
cool.
Radar vectors, RNAV runway 34, ready for descent, Cathay 135 heavy.
Yeah.
Tap A135 heavy, internus.
Let's see on Adelaide again. I'm online with BeyondATC, but we will see if start doing crazy stuff. We will disconnect, of course. We expect. Yeah, first of all, in 10 miles, I'm gonna ask a direct. We expect to have an air nav approach, which is the only one we can have for runway 05. Okay, 1,000 feet to go. Let me do the level. Wow, still climbing 1,800 feet per minute. This beast. 1,000 feet per minute for the final level off. There we go. And we have to go back to VNAV as soon as we level off indeed.
Flight level 160 for flight level 190.
I don't know which kind of traffic
Melbourne sensed.
you
Identified.
can expect in Adelaide. A lot of Jetstar, I mean pretty classical Australian probably, Qantas, Jetstar, Virgin Galactic, Virgin Australia. I guess Emirates go there. Yeah, for sure they go there. What I was saying is that runway 05, as you can see, we only have AirNav or VOR. Yeah. Oh boy. Hopefully it's not gonna. It's not gonna schedule a VOR approach, which I will totally don't do it honestly. Let's see. Arrival 05. No, we don't have any arrival information. Okay. Level off, by the way. You know, another problem of BeyondATC is runway selection. Sometimes can be quite no sense. Yeah, we can ask. Why? Okay, let's wait these miles. Otherwise, I will have to do it twice probably. Okay, it's one and okay. So, no.
Velocity 247.
Oh boy.
Approaching our top of descent. Ready for descent.
Oh my God, I messed it up.
Velocity 247, intime 1 Zulu with a pick to transition, runway 05, descend to flight level 340.
And TOG 1 Zulu with the peg on transition. Runway 05. Descend to
Okay, descend to flight level 340. Sorry, this is our cruise altitude. At least we have the.
Velocity 247, descend to flight level 170.
Descend to flight level 170.
Oh, it triggered a
Velocity
disaster.
247.
Cathay 135 heavy, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH10.
So he gave us the direct to peg 2.
1027. Cathay 135 heavy.
Ah, okay, yeah. No, that's wow, but that's not in our. Is the 1 Victor? No, 1 Zulu. Okay. Oh, no, okay, 1 Zulu is correct. 1 Zulu. Whatever, I mean. Okay, I wanted to ask a direct to fix,
Velocity
but
247. Request direct to fix.
Velocity 247.
It's fine.
Roger, stay fixed name.
This.
Request direct to Maftar. Velocity 247.
Velocity 247, confirm direct to Mava.
Affirmative. Velocity 247.
Velocity 247, roger, clear direct to Mava.
Clear direct to Maftar.
Okay,
Velocity
departure
247.
arrival is the Bernav Zulu, transition back to, and into 1 Zulu. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah, I did something strange because it clears for a fix that is not in. The sun is rising, by the way. Is not in our. Wow, look at that. Arrival, but it's in the approach. But it's really shy to tell you the approach every time. So.
Velocity 811, Melbourne sensed. Expect
Of course, we are clear to descend.
Runway 34
Okay,
left.
it's not here.
Expect ready 4 with the
Top of
10
descent
transition.
here.
Runway 34
Where is the
left.
top of descent?
Velocity
Oh.
811.
Oh wow. We do have a plane right behind. I mean, right behind, I don't know, but yeah, because it's. I know it's in front, maybe. No, it can't be. No, it's behind us. Yeah, it's descending. Okay, it's not right over us, hopefully.
Velocity 811, contact Melbourne sense 125.2. Contact Melbourne sense 125.2.
Yeah, for I mean, we will decide what we need. Not that. He's not gonna complain with you if you don't start descending. So yeah, we will just wait the top of descent, and we are already clear to descend. Okay. Wow, look at this, by the way. Yeah. Very cool. Wow. Look at that. I mean, pretty soft, but very interesting layers. Lake here. I don't know if it's a dam lake. Yeah, I guess so. See a nice straight line here. Probably it is a dam lake. Okay. Again, as always, if you have any question, don't be
Cathay
shy.
135 heavy. Contact Melbourne approach 132.0.
Contact Melbourne
Don't
approach
be
132.0.
shy. Look at this.
Cathay 135 heavy.
Betty Blue. I don't know if this website still exists. Yeah, this livery is so good, but as the near New Zealand one, they doesn't use it anymore. They went for a white livery instead. Okay. Okay. Yeah, half an hour we're gonna take still. Half an hour. We're gonna get to Mafto in little less than 20 minutes, and then starting descending. For the approach runway at destination, so they are using two different runways.
Capital Jet 386 heavy through flight level 150 for flight level 180.
Which is strange.
Capital
What?
Jet 386 heavy. Melbourne sent. Identified. Climb to flight level 359.
Climb to
Arrival
flight level
05, departure
Capital
12.
Jet 386 heavy.
I don't think they are
Melbourne
departing
sent.
from running
Jet
12.
510.
I mean,
Flight level 142 for flight level
1,600 meter of runway.
Jet 510. Melbourne sent. Identified. Climb to flight level
I don't think so.
350. Climb to
I
flight level
don't think so at
350.
all, honestly.
Jet 510.
No, I don't think so. They're using that in real life. Unfortunately, as always, when I'm flying in Australia, it's night there, so we don't really have real life references. We have to trust. We have to trust the sim brief. What you can do is actually check, of course, the wind, of course, but yeah, you can actually choose. You can.
247. Contact Melbourne Centre 122.1.
Okay, you can actually check the.
122.1. Velocity 247.
But this plane is super close to us.
Good morning. Melbourne Centre.
The past flight
Velocity 247.
that happened the previous night,
Flight level 340.
but it's not really real time. So I checked that.
Velocity 247. Melbourne
Landing and
Centre,
takeoff running
contact.
were correct, both in Melbourne and Adelaide,
Quantum 673. Contact Melbourne Cent 125.3.
but not really the departure apparently. Also because again they depart with quite big plane in Adelaide. There are some very big flights. So. I don't know in these cases what does BeyondATC. Probably just smashing plane on ground or making them take off through. Would be very interesting to go in a very difficult airport to land and see and do plane spotting and see what BeyondATC does. That would be interesting. Because, for example, when I was using traffic injector by FSLTL, long time ago, it was just smashing the plane completely. You in some airport you saw the plane landing, then disappearing through buildings, and then like teleporting back to the airport. Was very strange. Very strange. To see. Yeah, I'm quite skeptical about this plane, which is getting closer and closer to us.
Melbourne Cent, JSR 776, flight level 360.
But okay.
776, Melbourne Cent, radar contact.
But okay. But okay. But okay. We're doing pretty fine for the moment. Again, we're gonna start descending now in 30 minutes, more or less. Yep, around there. 26 knots of headwind today. Yeah, we could spend. I already see. No, sorry, it's not. Because Adelaide is in kind of a bay, but it's not this one already. Here's this. So, no, that's the coastline. Yeah, no, that's the coastline. That should be a very big beach area. You can see from Navigraph. So now we are here. Look at this stuff. Lagoon area. I don't know if here they do. I mean, if this is actually beach. We can check from Volanta if we want. Yeah, probably. Wow. Wow, looks super exotic. This stuff is enormous, by the way. We can measure it now with our nice Navigraph. Look at this, 93 nautical miles is kind of 180 kilometers. 170, 160. Pretty long stuff. And then there is this bay into Adelaide. But still, I don't think we can see it. In the meantime, the sun is up on the horizon. Pretty shy again. When we start slowing down, this process will accelerate so much. I still see this traffic very close to us, but I can't spot him. He's overtaking us. He's still behind. He's kind of here. We should be able to see him. Not really, apparently. Not really, apparently. Let me set up something here. Okay. So yeah, we are already clear to land to land, not really to descend, because I asked him by mistake. The weather in destination will be visibility is great and yeah, I don't see any clouds. Okay. QNH 1021. QNH 1021. Okay. And what is 9 minutes to descend? I can hear nobody on frequency, no. Pretty quiet. Pretty quiet situation. It's gonna get very busy soon, you know, we are again. If he clears us to the VR, I think I will disconnect. Simply disconnect because yeah. Would be interesting to ask which approach we have, but because we already have an assigned approach.
Velocity
Let's
247.
ask.
Request approach change.
Velocity 247, roger, say approach.
Request RNAV Zulu runway 05. Velocity
we are sure.
247.
Velocity 247,
Oh, okay.
already assigned RNAV Zulu runway
Now we know,
05.
at least.
Unable.
Okay. Great. At least now we know. Which approach we have. So it's correct, everything is setting properly. Also, it will be very interesting to shoot the air now with the 7.3. I don't do an air now with the 7.3 since quite some time. I still see that traffic. It's just 1,500 feet. Oh, finally. It's right there. And it's overtaking us. We hope to not have any crazy speed limitation, stuff like that during the approach. Speaking of the descending path, we just have this constraint here, RMP 3,000 feet. Okay, go around is 3,800, and this is the minimum 360, which we can already set 360 on the minimum. Actually, it's barometric minimum. 360, sorry, that's correct. Three 60, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, look at them. I don't know where he's going. I don't even know who it is. Would be great to have... I don't know, maybe it would be. Because on ground, you have a map that can show you all the traffic around you. But yeah, here on flight, you don't have any information. I can't know where the traffic is going, who it is, where it's going, and all this kind of stuff. Break everything.
Jetstar 776, Melbourne Cent. Expecting
Maybe it's him.
1 Victor with the entire transition. Runway 05.
Expected
Maybe it's him.
with the entire transition. Runway
We are going very
05,
slow again.
Jetstar
Plus T next 5.
776.
Okay. So basically now we are 5 minutes from descent. And hopefully this just starts. I mean, hopefully we're not gonna have any problem on the... Let's see, again. Disconnect button is always there. So... Let's see. After the update, yeah, we did 2 flights after the very last update of BeyondATC. One was pretty okay, apart the fact that make us going very slow, and I don't know, there was a traffic behind us, make us go very slow, make him overtake, and then this guy was too close to the other traffic on final and he went around. So apart from that, okay. On the contrary, last flight we did was in Hawaii, and in that case we had a visual, yeah, radar vectoring was quite bad. So yeah, I'm trying to use it when I can. I mean, I'm using it pretty much now because it's the, yeah, it's the early period I have BeyondATC probably. But yeah, honestly, one strange thing is, of course, when you're back on VATSIM, if you fly out of BeyondATC, when you're back to VATSIM and there is ATC, everything looks super simple. Because with BeyondATC, you have to check if your ATC indication are correct that you are having. I'm on VATSIM now. For indeed, it's something that I don't really suggest in the current moment for beginner, because it can make things quite complicated. Or you can use it with very few traffic, like set on 1 or 2. Maybe that's improving things. But yeah, don't really trust it. So these guys overtook us. This is us. No.
Channel on 125.3, Jetstar 776.
Okay. And we can descend flight level. Oh my god, I don't remember. But you can filter.
Contact Melbourne, send 118.6.
Contact Melbourne sent
You can filter pressing. Yeah, here you basically filter only the message you get for you. In this case, cleared us to descend flight level 170. Okay. So we can descend 170.
Velocity 247. Contact
This is
Melbourne,
us.
send 125.3.
Contact Melbourne Center 125.3, velocity 247.
Okay.
Good morning, Melbourne Center, velocity 247, descending wind Taiwan Zulu, flight level 340.
Velocity 247. Melbourne sent. Identified.
Okay. What is it? Okay. That's fine. And top of descent. Let's go down. No, okay. 5 miles. You know that I used to start descending 10 miles before the top of descent. And this is what's gonna happen. So adding in sync. Let's. Okay, not really. Look at that Jetstar. I guess it's a Jetstar at least. Oh, we see the bay. This is Adelaide Bay. I don't know if it's called like that. Probably not. Let's see if we can't have a name. Nope. Okay. Nope, we can't. For now. But we can descend. Yeah. Vertical speed. Initially, I like to start descending with vertical speed. QNH in Melbourne is, sorry, in Adelaide is 1021. Speed on me, probably, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna descend very slow, 250 at least. 1 to 1. Okay. 1000 feet per minute until the vertical path, which is here, catches. And I'm gonna adjust with the vertical speed. You know that I used to do it. I used to descend with vertical speed, not really with any other. I really like it. To have control. Flight level change as well. When we are already on the edge with the vertical speed, I switch to flight level change. Okay. Also, the other traffic is descending. And there we have it. Right there. The arrival is already set. The approach is already set. I remind you, we have an airnav approach, which is this. This one here, from peg to 3000 feet. On the turn, and then vertical path for land. We'll see. Oh, it goes vertical. Vertical path indeed. He's actually catching us. Okay. Yeah, we will have to increase the descent speed, of course. 1000 feet per minute is not enough at all.
Jets R776, reduce speed 180 knots.
Reduce
Oh,
speed
boy.
180 knots. Jetstar 776.
That's an extreme reduction.
673, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet. Qantas 673.
Jets R776, reduce speed 200 knots.
Reduce speed 200 knots.
Starting
Jetstar
with the speed
776.
reducing.
Qantas 673, contact Adelaide approach 124
Okay.
decimal 2.
Contact Adelaide approach
And we think
124
this.
decimal 2. Qantas 673.
1500.
Jets R776, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed.
Is
Jetstar
that
776.
sufficient? Looks like we are right on the edge. Maybe a little more.
776, reduce speed 200
This stuff that does BeyondATC is really annoying.
200 knots. Jetstar 776.
Really annoying.
Jets
It's gonna-
R776, reduce speed 220 knots.
Reduce speed 220 knots. Jetstar 776.
Yeah, it's gonna do it hundreds of time now. Oh my god. Yeah, traffic sequencing is quite not properly done at the moment. Yeah, we're fine with the vertical path. Quite scared about the traffic ahead of us. That is gonna start doing crazy stuff. It's of course very annoying. Very, very annoying.
Melbourne Centre, Jets R972, good morning. Crossing flight level 2A4 for flight level 320. Jets R972, Melbourne Centre, identified.
Okay.
Jets R776, maintain 230 knots.
Maintain 230
Oh yeah,
knots.
but weather. Yeah, we
Jets
don't really need terrain on our
R776.
side today. Nothing for us still. We're getting close to. I mean, getting close, not really. We're still pretty high.
Jets R776, maintain 250 knots.
Maintain
Two.
250 knots.
Now it's
Jets
completely
R776.
changed. Doing a delirium, or I don't know if that word exists, but yeah. On the traffic sequencing, it's quite terrible.
Jets R776, reduce speed 230 knots.
Reduce speed 230 knots. Jets R776.
Okay.
Jets R776, reduce speed 250 knots.
Terrible.
Reduce speed 250 knots. Jets R776.
Really terrible.
Jets R776,
Unless it's not with us,
to 9,000 feet.
it would be tremendous. Okay, we have to
Set to 9,000
increase
feet.
it.
QNH1021.
I'm gonna switch to level change. Are we? Yeah, I don't think we have any
Jets
space now.
R776, reduce speed 220 knots.
Reduce speed 220 knots. Jets R776.
Jets R776, reduce speed 240 knots.
Reduce speed 240 knots. Jets R776.
Okay. Yeah, there are two traffic.
Jets R776, reduce speed 250 knots.
Reduce speed 250 knots. Jets R776.
Jets R776, reduce speed 240 knots.
Reduce speed 240 knots. Jets R776.
Okay.
Jets R776, maintain 260 knots.
Maintain 260 knots. Jets R776.
Jets R776, maintain 200 knots.
Maintain 200 knots. Jets R776.
Terrible. I mean, hearing this stuff continuously is quite terrible. We are right on the vertical path. Okay.
Velocity 247, descend to 8,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Descend to
8,000
8,000 feet.
feet.
QNH 1021. Velocity 247.
Okay, we can set this active. Performance calculation. So it's running 0.5. Yeah, probably with. Okay, yeah, we Something less. Auto brake 2 is more than fine. Also, I'm not really an expert of Adelaide. Okay, yeah, to the left. Maybe we can use even less. Maybe we can use, yeah, let's do 1, I guess, on the auto brake. Auto brake 1. Should be more than fine, right? Yeah, that's more than fine. Auto brake is 1. And 1, 3, 8 on the final speed.
Fueling 580 Delta. Melbourne Cent. Expect PAM 7 Vic. Runway 12.
Expect PAM 7 Vic. Runway 12. Fueling 580 Delta.
Okay.
Fueling 580 Delta. PAM 7 Vic. Runway 12. Prepared ready for descent.
PAM 7 Vic. Runway 12. Ready for descent. Fueling 580 Delta.
Yeah, I'm
Fueling 580
yeah, fully
Delta.
displaying. I don't know if it's scheduled to land before. I mean, we didn't get any speed. Maybe it's our cost index. So this plane was behind that. It's scheduled to land behind, and since we are going very slow due to the cost index. But yeah, I just need to tell us and go faster. And it's fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, wow, this traffic it's not really close because I need to zoom in a bit. It's now behind us, so yeah, probably it's due to us that we got all those messages of slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay. Yeah, we are below the vertical path now a little bit. We are fully set for the final approach. We have auto brake. We have approach speed, which is 138 today. Okay. And okay, we are ready. We have a constraint actually. Yeah. Okay, where is the constraint? Yeah, it's at Ritma. 230 knots. Okay. 230 knots. Yeah, but we are completely fine. Yeah, I think the problem was the traffic behind us. So it was behind. We had a very low cost index. He overtook us, but according to BeyondATC, he want him to make us land before. That's why he's making him going very, very slow.
Velocity 247.
Listen,
Descend to
let's see.
4,000 feet.
Descend to
4,000.
4,000 feet. Velocity 247.
That's great.
Velocity 247. Contact Adelaide approach 124.2.
Okay,
Contact Adelaide
let's
approach
go.
124.2. Velocity 247.
And we have the
Adelaide
bay.
approach.
We're
Velocity
completely in front of us
247.
now.
Good morning. 10,900 feet with information Zulu.
Velocity 247 Adelaide.
Yeah, I don't really know how
approach
it's
2NH1021,
generating
expect
traffic,
RNAV
if
Zulu,
it's
runway
sim
05
time.
with the
I think it's
transition.
sim time,
QNH
not really
10,
real time,
to
because
expect the RNAV Zulu runway
in real life
05
at this moment
with
nobody's
transition.
flying basically.
Velocity
But of course
247.
my sim is set on a different day time.
Adelaide approach. Jigsaw 776. Good morning. Flight level 112 with the numbers.
Jetstar 776 Adelaide approach. Good morning.
Okay,
QNH
we wrote
1021.
10,000.
Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu runway 05.
Landing light fixed are on.
QNH 1021. Expect radar vectors for RNAV Zulu
Ah,
runway
this is the-
05. Jigsaw 776.
Yeah, so that's what's happened. Yeah. Confirmed completely because he's in. He tried to overtake us, but yeah, the ATC put him back in his position. Okay. Yeah, soon we will have to slow down. I mean, I couldn't hear any traffic ahead of us, so yeah, will not really be a problem that. Yeah, this cost index stuff, I have to remember sometime to just modify the cost index because it's pretty annoying. I mean, when you have a very low, I mean, today especially, I still don't get what is the.
Velocity 247.
Maybe I.
Descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet.
What is the
Velocity
philosophy on the cost
247.
index? Because yeah, should be based on the airline, but it's not really. It's pretty random probably. Today with the headwind, yeah, I should have remembered to change it at least at 40, 15, something like that. But okay. And
Velocity
slow down.
247. Clear director. Cross pizza at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 05.
We're already direct there. Oh, direct back
Direct
there.
Beta. Cross
Wow.
Peta at or above 3,000
Okay,
feet.
I mean-
Cleared RNAV Zulu runway 05. Velocity 247.
Okay. Thank you for the direct, but yeah.
Jetstar 776. Descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet. Jetstar 776.
Okay. We are clear to air nav, or not? Yeah, clear to the air nav. All right. Great. 230 on the speed. Everything looks fine. There is a plane there, which hopefully is not gonna smash on us. I'm gonna maintain this speed a little bit. We did a very, very slow approach. Oh my god. Yeah, today was super, super slow. Very slow. Looks like forever to me. Okay, on the turn. We are clear to the air now, so yeah. We can go straight to final and engage approach as soon as we turn. I need to approach. Oh my god, wait a sec. Okay.
Fueling 580 Delta. Contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5. Fueling 580 Delta. Bye bye.
Okay. Oh, tower. Oh god. It's landing. Probably it's landing the other runway. Okay, heading on final. On the turn. How many miles? Yeah, we're 20 miles. No, even what? No, okay, that's the no. Ah, wow, we are 10 miles. Slow down. Let's prepare the gear down view. This stuff, and
247. Contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
okay, on the
Contact
tower.
120.5.
Speed on up.
Velocity
Approach.
247. Bye bye. Adelaide Tower.
Glide path armed.
Velocity 247. RNAV Zulu runway 05.
Zoom in.
Velocity 247, Adelaide Tower, wind 020 degrees, 11 knots, runway 05 clear to land.
Oh boy,
Runway
look at this.
05 cleared to
Wow,
land.
that was pretty heavy.
Velocity 247.
Okay, we are full established on the
Unit 3204, contact
And
Adelaide
speed
departure
check.
118.2.
flaps.
Adelaide departure 118.2.
5.
Unit 3204.
Okay. Flaps 5, speed on 5, if I can find it, and speed check. Wow, what? Okay. Gear down.
Fueling 580 Delta, wind 020 degrees, 11 knots, runway 12 clear to land.
Runway 12 clear to land. Fueling
Gear is down.
580 Delta.
Now we're slowing down properly, speed on 5. Okay, 5 miles to the runway. Okay, speed check. Flaps 15. Speed on 15. Alright. Flap set. Okay, not really set, but that was pretty strong. And there's a traffic there. Getting very close.
Jetstar 776. RNAV Zulu, runway 05.
No idea what he's doing. Maybe it's just a VFR.
776, Adelaide Tower, wind 020 degrees, 11 knots,
Speed check flaps.
runway 05 clear to land.
30.
Runway
Final
05
approach.
clear to land. Jetstar 776.
138. Let's go.
Checks 441. Ready to go.
We are clear to land.
5.
Alright. Autopilot off. Auto throttle. Plane is mine. Okay. Look how much speed he's gaining before pitching up.
Victor Hotel Foxtrot
Oh,
Mike
pitching
Papa,
down.
Kev, number
Oh, look
2
at the glider.
departure.
On the right. Behind. Right behind the sunset.
Minimums.
Continue. Oh, 60 knots of wind.
GX441, Adelaide Tower, wind 020 degrees, 11 knots, runway 05, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, man.
Cleared for takeoff. Jack
100.
441.
Viewing 580 Delta, exit next available taxiway.
30.
Exit next
20.
available taxi.
Wow, look at the traffic
Viewing
in front of us.
580 Delta.
Touchdown reverse. That was terrible. Look at that.
Big Hotel Foxtrot Mike Papa, ready for departure. Runway 05. Big Hotel Foxtrot Mike Papa, hold short of 05. Departing traffic. FN, hold short of 05 for traffic. Big Hotel
Three Mandos.
Foxtrot Mike Papa.
Nah, he's not ready, I guess. He's not ready at all. I mean, it's a total disaster every time. Okay, let me... and especially with split runway.
Exit next available taxiway.
I think the traffic behind us is taking off on top of that. Reverse seen, manual braking. Yeah, it's taking off. Look at that.
Velocity 247, exit next available taxiway.
Yeah, man. I know.
Exit next available taxiway. Velocity 247.
I know, but terrible. I mean, probably they did something on the sequencing, I guess, and that makes completely up the... I mean, traffic are just departing and landing
118.2.
without caring at all about you. They are just doing it. So yeah. People is starting, taxi line, this can be off.
Velocity 247, contact ground 121.7.
This is so FSLTL injector, to be honest. I mean, yeah, it's like that completely not consider the fact that you have to
Velocity 247.
okay, 850. That the fact that you are on a runway, both taking off. It happened twice, taking off and landing. And now, wind check. Ah, yeah, I have to switch frequency. Okay.
Velocity 247. Request taxi to assigned gate.
Velocity 247, gate 15 taxi via Bravo, Tango 2.
Okay.
Gate 15 via Bravo. Time
Yeah,
2.
straight ahead.
Velocity 247.
I'm curious to see if this is actual. I mean, if this is correct. Yeah, it's correct.
Victor Hotel Charlie Bravo Zulu, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Wow. Yeah, unfortunately there is a completely ignorance of the oh, I heard I don't know if it was a let me see, wait a sec, the gate. Ah, it's this one. Taxi light off. Ah, it's actually this one here, right? Yeah. That was a touchdown. Okay. What? And even the marshal is drunk. Oh my god, what? Why the taxiway? Why the jetways? What is this? Where is going the jet? Okay. Electrical on the APU. And engine off. Alright, guys. That was pretty bad, honestly. I forgot that. This is fine. What's up? Ah, because it opened the door. What? It opened the door? Really? But usually, wow, that's a new for me. Ah, no, it didn't. It sounded like we have a door open, but because usually in the 7.3 the jetway doesn't connect by itself. I don't know. That was very strange. Here, here, here. Okay, so jetway is... Look at that. It's not even possible to call. Wow, that's super strange. Yeah, look at that, because we are in stairs. Wow, never happened. Maybe it's a new feature of this... Yeah, maybe it's a new feature, which I don't know. And KP off, box. Box. Open this, APU blade. This can goes off, this can goes off, this can goes off. And we need to do... Okay, this weather radar off, traffic, terrain, sorry. Yeah, that's it. That is it. Okay, let's go. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. If you like, subscribe. That was interesting. I mean, we know now that if you have split runway, BeyondATC will completely ignore that. It's taking off plane while we are in the runway, and land and take off plane while we are landing or taking off in a crossing runway. For the rest, I wish you a nice evening, and see you next time. See ya.